Madam Speaker, I rise today in support of this rule and the underlying bill. House Resolution 620 provides a structured rule for H.R. 9, the Small Business Tax Cut Act. The bill was introduced on March the 21st, 2012 by our leader, the gentleman from Virginia, Mr. Cantor, and was reported by the Committee on Ways and Means on April the 10th. The rule provides for consideration of amendment in the nature of a substitute, as is standard practice for this legislation when dealing with tax policy. Madam Speaker, today we'll be considering the underlying legislation which will allow the House of Representatives yet another opportunity to ease the burden on small businesses across America by giving them the economic tools to create jobs and to help grow our economy. It would be an understatement not to recognize that this country, including small business, is under duress. We're under duress in this country. The economic circumstances which abound across the entire country are not only obvious to every one of our citizens, but also to this body. And we are here doing our job today, following through not just in regular order, but the processes to make sure that we are talking about what Congress should be doing to aid small business. I believe that by giving them the economic tools, the free enterprise system, and entrepreneurs, men and women, will know exactly what to do because we're allowing them competitive advantages. Earlier this week, congressional Democrats and President Obama offered their competing plan, and their plan is to raise taxes on small businesses. We disagree with that. So today the Republicans in the House of Representatives, under our great tutelage and leadership of our Majority Leader Eric Cantor, offer a different vision for America. Despite their best effort, congressional Democrats think that we can tax our way to improving our economy. It's really simple logic. Increasing taxes on job creators will not help create jobs. It will place new impediments and roadblocks for not just job creation, but the opportunity for business and small business to be successful. Congressional Republicans, once again today, will stand with small businesses across the nation as we demand less government intervention and more marketplace creativity and the opportunity for small business to get what it needs. Madam Speaker, as this Congress and the American people know, that job creators are small businesses. They are the engine of our economy. And as a former chairman of the board for a small Chamber of Commerce in Dallas, Texas, the Greater East Dallas Chamber of Commerce, I saw firsthand entrepreneurship and the availability of talent that was necessary in small business. That same engine of our economy is what we are trying to restart and ignite today. Congressional Republicans will continue to promote job creation through a robust economic growth because we must grow our economy by giving those job creators a chance to get that done. H.R. 9 will allow small businesses under 500 full-time employees to take a tax deduction equal to 20% of their domestic business income. So, no matter how they're organized under the tax code, under the bill, the size of the tax cut is capped at 50% of W-2 wages paid, encouraging increasing hiring. I have been in touch with small businesses across Dallas, Texas, and across that area, and we do understand that small business wants to come and create more jobs to increase the amount of not just employment, but to help them grow their businesses. In return, what happens is that loyalty that comes from entrepreneurship to those employees, and obviously then Uncle Sam gets the advantage because taxes are being paid instead of paying for unemployment. So, small business, we know, employ about half of our private sector workforce and generate 65% of our new jobs. So what we are here on the floor talking about today is ideas that come straight from these small business job creators, directly from men and women, many minorities, many moms who are in the marketplace who are trying to help their family to make sure that they can perhaps pay for their kids to go to college. Ideas that they have. Entrepreneurship, the American dream, is what we are talking about today, and we need to keep that dream alive. With unemployment rate consistently over 8% for the past 3 years, it's time that we not only take aggressive action, but we do the things that are being asked for that will create jobs. In my home state of Texas, the 14 million citizens who work for 387,000 small businesses and 1.69 million sole proprietorships will see immediate benefits from this bill. They call that relief. They call that competitiveness, and we call it up here giving back to those job creators what they need by listening to and then offering solutions. Those real Texans are struggling even in the midst of perhaps one of the best economies in this country. Texans are still struggling, and small business needs this opportunity today. Madam Speaker, just a few weeks ago, Congress and the President came together to pass what was known as the Jobs Act, a bill designed and designated to generate unique sources of new credit for small business. I was proud to manage that rule and for legislation that not only passed on a bipartisan effort, but has become law. This underlying bill today applies those very same principles. But instead of opening up new avenues of credit, this legislation before us enables the very same small businesses to keep more of what they have earned and to reinvest them into their own business and to make sure that that capital that was difficult to achieve is now possible through their own success. Democrats, quite likely, as we've heard up in the Rules Committee and seen in the press, will quite likely oppose this novel concept because they really want Washington lawmakers and bureaucrats, not our hard-working constituents back home, to have the availability to get those dollars. I'm proud to tell the small businesses in the congressional district that I represent in Dallas and Irving and Addison and Richardson, Texas, that with this bill, those small businesses, not just in my congressional district that I am lucky to represent, but all across this country, will be able to see the potential, will be able to grow and succeed, and perhaps most of all, it is a group of people in Washington who are willing to listen to the needs of small business, men and women who are trying to create the avenues of success, not just for them and the American dream, but also for more employees. I encourage my colleagues to vote for this fair rule and the underlying bill, and I reserve the balance of my time.
Gentleman from Texas reserves his time. The gentleman